Hello everyone and welcome back. This is game 2 of the losers round matchup between Jtranleopard and Kale. This time it's Jtranleopard who chose the map. It is Waterfalls and he is on this side here in red playing as the Mori. Over on the other side we have Kale in blue playing the Hojo. And speaking of the armies now, it looks like both sides are just sort of doing what works and sticking with the same army they had in the last game. There's some tweaks a little bit. Kale has brought bow monks this time instead of bow samurai, but largely very similar. Jtranleopard seems to be having a little diversion here with this light cavalry, maybe just so he can secure this ridge with this cavalry. And what's cool about Waterfalls, this ridge, it just has so much potential, and it looks like Jtran really wants to use that in this battle, moving all his cavalry up here to take this ridge and sort of have map control and be able to attack from any angle. Conversely, Kale is taking the low ground, and if he can get the workshop here, and maybe even the archery dojo, he could have a nice little advantage going, not just into the melee fight, but having both the workshop and the archery dojo will be huge in the skirmish battle. So we'll see if he decides to go for both, or just for one. Meanwhile, Jtran is positioned nicely right in the middle of the field off the ridge. The skirmish battle has started, but Kale seems to be moving out a little bit. I think he's just moving to try and cancel the building here so that Jtran doesn't get it, rather than actually moving out and attacking. I think he wants to skirmish in this battle, seeing as he brought bow monks, which are a little bit of an upgrade over bow samurai. Yari Ashigaru actually running up forward now. I think Jtran saw what Kale was doing, trying to block that building, and just moving up his Yaris to hold him back long enough to capture the building. What building is it? It's just the farmhouse, though. I don't know if I want to throw away 2 Yari Ashigaru to get it, especially in a battle like this, which probably be over fairly quickly once the skirmish battle starts. Moving up 2 Nodachis as well. Not going to get a very good charge off through the Yari Ashigaru, but we'll take a look anyway. Ooh, forgets to bonsai too, a bit of a micro mistake. As you can see, the Nodachis just kind of stopped when they hit their own men, so it's not going to be a good charge. I mean, I'm not sure how many even killed. So there goes 1 bonsai, but after the charge hit, and the bonsai is going to go just in time on this side, but doesn't kill very many men at all. Only killed about 10, so a bit of a mistake there with the Nodachis going too early when his Yari Ashigaru are just going to end up blocking it. And Kale is definitely getting the better of the skirmish battle here. He has just routed 1 bow warrior monk, and 1 has 15 men left and wavering. Meanwhile, 71 and 75 men for Kale. So he still has all of his bow monks, which will be huge in a grinded out melee battle. And he's really got Jtranleopard maybe panicking and sending up his force all piecemeal. And it looks like, I mean, Kale just has so many reserves right now. Oh, look at this. Great job. Moves his Yari Samurai up to just block this ridge. This cavalry is not getting through here. At least not without a fight. And if he just buy enough time, he can win this infantry battle with his infantry alone. No problem. The workshop has been captured as well, so infantry battle has already routed a few units of Jtran, and Kale is going to easily carry this melee battle. And Leopard has to go all the way around. He's not going to get there in time. This Naginata Samurai is moving to desperately block this Katana Cavalry. He's not going to make it, though. So this could be a big charge. This could turn the infantry battle in Jtran's favor. But it looks like maybe the bows are going to be a sacrifice here and just say, take me instead of the infantry. Look at that, and stop that charge dead in its tracks. Who would have thought bow warrior monks would be charge stoppers? Naginata Samurai are just going to clean up this Katana Cavalry, and Kale's in a very good position here. He's still got, as we saw in the last battle, he sort of parked his cavalry in the rear and maybe forgot about him or is just too busy microing elsewhere. I'm not surprised with the cavalry threat in his rear, but he's got to move those out soon. He wants to make a big impact on this battle. There's only 1 Yari Ashigaru standing in his way. All these units routing for Jtranleopard. Let's get back to the main fight here. Cavalry just trying to move up the middle and join in the melee battle. The bows are starting to waver now. This Katana Cavalry actually doing quite well, still at 37 men. But they're going to have to break through if they really want to make an impact. And Kale's line's nice and compact here. Trying to get his Katana Cavalry around the Yari Ashigaru, or trying to stop him, and doing a decent job. Oh, he's going to just maybe give up on it and send him into the Yari Ashigaru. Or at least just try and run through. There's a war cry for Jtran, and one of his units is wavering. Not going to be enough, I don't think. He just has too many men. Excuse me, too many men here to deal with, and Jtran is now starting to waver himself. And the infantry battle looks like it's almost totally won by Kale, but that's when the cavalry is going to come in. But I think there's too much. There's no infantry to hold down Kale's. So that 1 Yari Ashigaru, and with spears still left in his force, it looks like Kale is in a very safe spot to win this battle. Oh, maybe a bit of a mistake. Left his matchlock Ashigaru detachment in the rear. That could have been huge. But there wasn't a whole lot of room for them to maneuver, so maybe it wouldn't be that big of a deal. So Kale, very strong position here. Good infantry engagement, won that skirmish battle, willing to sacrifice some of his infantrymen to take those bows off the field. And that's going to put all the pressure on Jtran, who ended up maybe cracking a little bit and having a slow, disorganized attack that his cavalry wasn't able to support in time. So Kale is just cleaning up the last few units here. This Yari Ashigaru holding quite well for being an Ashigaru without a general on the field, but it's not going to be enough. Last few units here. There it goes. 1, 2, 3, and one more. Great Guard, 25 men in wave. There they go, shattered. So Kale takes game 2. We're going to a game breaker on Shigoku River. Tiebreaker game. Whatever. See you back on the main menu. Well, Kale, having a very strong showing in that match, was able to win that skirmish battle, I think, by using his infantry as shields and maybe being more of a tempting target for Jtran. Was able to easily win the skirmish battle, and from there pressured Jtran to an attack maybe he didn't want to go into, at least not that hurriedly. Maybe wanted to push his skirmishing a little bit more, that was just great putting that Yari Samurai right there on the ridge saying, oh, you want to just flood through this little passage here? Well, too bad, and just totally denied that access point. They had to go all the way around the ridge, and by the time they got there, the infantry battle was over, so good job there by Kale. We are going to game number 3, the tiebreaker, the be-all end-all match, and being in the losers bracket, that means one of these players is going home. I'll see you there. See you in the next match. Thanks for watching.